evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's good this Sunday. It's been a rather warm day. I managed to get a day off yesterday, and much needed. I think I got a few videos made, got other bits and pieces done. Had a couple of fails along the way, but that's the way it goes. Just about to add a livery to this Civic. Let's just make sure it's all good. Ah, there's no livery there. I've got to go and get it. I thought I'd downloaded it already. There goes my brain. Like I said, I hope everybody's well. Good evening, Olive. It's time trial night. We are going to attempt to crack the time trial around Sabuka. It's a looks like a genuine challenge, and I hope it's not as hard as the ring was. What I do know is the criticality in the corners. We genuinely have some tough corners to attack, and it's front wheel drive, so it's gonna be a real, it does look like it's gonna be a real tough challenge, but I'm hoping it's gonna be, you know, on the money, a decent go. It's I don't want to tempt fate and say, oh, it's not going to be too hard. We know they're all tough because it's not about us and the car. It's about who goes the fastest and who puts that time in. So we will use the regular approach. We will, we will use the process. We will follow that procedure. Just nail it down. Try and get as fast as we can with the standard car, the rented one, and then we will. Why does it always shoot off over there? Why did collection just come available? There it is. We will go through the process. We'll use the rented car, go as fast as we can with the rented car. Then we'll use the default one. Good evening, Magnus. How are you? We will then use the one that JB's provided with his current setup. Then we will go and change some bits and pieces. It was at this circuit in a Civic we found out that the wheels actually do affect the car. So it will be interesting to understand just how much they're going to affect this one. But we'll go and play with that later. We are less than 2 weeks away. We will be 5 hours after race finish now at Le Mans. 2 weeks' time. We'll probably be fast asleep 2 weeks' time from now. But yeah, it's fast approaching. Long time ago, it was 12 weeks, and then 10, and then 8, and then Big Papa started his countdown at 35 days. We're now down to less than 14. I'm thoroughly chuffed to be able to go on with that. We just need to do our due diligence bit, folks. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of GT Omega, and we'll go from there. There you have it. It looks like my screen's actually frozen, doesn't it? On the it actually hits frozen. That's quite interesting. You haven't been able to see what I've been seeing. I've actually got a new stream card. It's actually sat out there waiting to be plugged in. I didn't want to plug it in case it was broke. So you were inside of the GT Legend there, the 917 Living Legend. That's where we were a few minutes ago. And I've just gone and put on a new skin for the Civic. I didn't realise you weren't seeing that, but this is brand new to the game, update 2.48. We'll now head off to the time trial. I don't think we're going to do any warm-up events. Should we do a warm-up event? Just let people get into the room and settle down. We'll just do a couple of these weekly races because I haven't done any so far. I've done one. I've done the hardest one. We like the K-Cups, don't we? K-Cup would be good. Is this... Oh, it is. Yeah, let's give this one a hoot. What shall we use? Go on, I'll let you guys choose any of the cars from there. I'll let you guys choose. Go on, pick one. hoping you don't pick the Jimny, because the Jimny's a bit of a trick. But the rest of them will always be able to win. Go on, somebody pick one. A cappuccino. Can I get that down at 400? There's a standard cappuccino in there somewhere. 394 wide. That'll do it. Nobody want to choose? We'll go S660 if we like. We can go beat 91. That'll absolutely kill it. We'll go S660 then. Seems as nobody wanted to choose. We'll make sure the wheel's working. I've had one cut out today, which has been a little bit of a pain. Settings, assists, traction control 1, weak ABS. S660, it's not front wheel drive, it's rear wheel drive, so we just leave the counter steer on. We'll go from there. We don't need to worry about fuel. There's no management computer on this anyway, is there? No. We should be able to win it. Every K car can win all these races, whether it's got an engine swap or not. This one sounds like it's got a whole fistful of bees up its exhaust. I hope everybody didn't miss me last night. I was getting a much needed night off. I haven't had one for a little while. Did a few bits and pieces around the house and got a few things done yesterday afternoon. Things that, oh my lord, things that could potentially have waited a little while. I think this is a short shifter. I think we'll get more benefit from short shifting this one. Only got 3 laps to get these bad boys caught up. Got a little bit of a sideways knock there, didn't we? See if we can scoot through the chicane quite quickly. Nicely done. Past the S660. Ooh, going for the gap in the middle. Have to force my way through. So this is a JB setup, this one actually. This is probably one of the earliest setups JB did when I first met him. He presented me with this one for the auto polish race in the humour comedy. And I thought, how's this going to work? Didn't have a clue about short shifting gearboxes back then. But this one works an absolute treat. As you can see, we're in 4th place already. We only have to get past Mr. Lopez. But it wins the race at auto polish really quite easy. Not as easy as it does in the Beat 91 or the Cappuccino. Both of those cars are really quite good. The Cappuccino though, I'm still waiting for the day the engine swap works in there at 400 pp. That'll be the day I'm waiting for. That's the update, that's the engine upgrade that I'm really waiting for. The engine swap's brilliant, but it just doesn't go below 400 pp, it goes to 402. Mr. Fraga, we're going to have to do a lap against Mr. Fraga by the looks of it. I'm hoping everybody's had a little stab at the time trial, so you've got your name up on the lights. I'll be able to read them out and see where you all are, see where gold is, and see what we've got to beat, and see who's won it, see who's beaten gold so far. Is my camera going to cover up my time? I think I might be covering up my best time, mightn't I? I think I might have to switch the camera and stuff over to the other side. For the time trial, that is. Easy one this race, not a hard one. Car drives really, really well. A little bit of throttle lift and it brings the front end back in. Steers really quite well on the comfort softs. This lap of the race is ours. 2:07.179. We can possibly smash that down a little bit further yet. Get it back into third gear for some acceleration. Get the back end coming round. There we go. Changing at 6,000 RPM. Hey Randy Walker, how's it going, my friend? Long time no see. Hope the world is treating you well. We actually had a bit of an update at Widdowmaker.com today. Some new products gone on there. If people would like to have a peruse and have any feedback's greatly appreciated. If you like the t-shirt designs or anything else, if you want to see anything else on there, let me know. Excellent, my friend, excellent. Glad to hear it. The warm summer weather has arrived here in the UK now. It is today is really the first day I can say that's been hot. It's been warm, but it's not been hot. So what is it? 8:30, 8:45 in the UK, and it's 23 degrees. That's really where it needs to be. The sun is blazing down outside. I was in the garden earlier, I could feel it absolutely bouncing off the top of my head. There's another one done. There's the 35 million in the bank. We'll now head off to... Now we've got a decent audience. Well done, folks. Well done. Good to see you all. We will head off to the time trial and see what we can do with it. Tonight's refreshment of choice is ginger beer. Non-alcoholic, of course. Whilst we're driving. Where's that? Where we go? Here we go. We're going to collect some more buck. This will be good. So we got 3,000th with gold, a 146.297 in the Sylvia K. Happy with that. 3,000. I found that tough, that test. I really did. What have we got here? So the Nordschleifer, let's just have a quick look at there, see where we are. So a 42.518, so it's moved again ever so slightly, hasn't it? I've been knocked down a little bit. There's a few people moved up the list now, look. Sam's got 7.35. 42.518, we're well inside that now. But there's just one person behind us. NW, we were just behind, but there's a few people moved up. The 28 Ego, Cavs 90s moved in there. Az's moved stronger, look. 7.45.82. He's a good 1.4 seconds ahead of me. That's tremendous stuff. Do we need another go at that? We might do. We might do. Spent today trying to bronze on the Nordschleifer. Let's see where Randy is. It's no shame trying to get there. It is one hell of a test, my friend. And even a bronze is worth having and knowing. So there we are. We're right down the bottom. Some people are just happy to put a lap in. Red Desmo's there as an 8. What is bronze time? 8:13. 8:13. Oh yeah, there's a fair few on the go there. Look at that. Gold on Sabuka. Haven't made a clean lap yet. Oh my lord. Gold on Sabuka though. That's good to hear. Well, we're all right at the Nordschleife. This bad boy. A 1:13.063 is a gold. Well, there we are. 36th place. Gibfish gets in there. That's okay, isn't it? It looks like this one's going to be a handy one to slide at. Nathan's top of the tree just ahead of Sam. We're going to have to see where we go. And all the usual numbers, look. Back one, Mr. McFarlane, Des NW. 28 Ego, Turbo, Tom, Froggy, Az, Big Popper. 6 days on the run. JB's up there, Ollie. Olive. Triple back, Hayes. Rusk. I haven't seen Rusk in a stream for a long time. I hope he's doing well. Stefan is there. The Volvo driver. This is all good stuff, folks. Well done. Great effort. It's good to see. Right. Here we go. We're choosing one, aren't we? Yeah, we're choosing this bad boy. It's theirs. What colour do we want? Blue will be alright, I think. And then we'll see. What was it? 1:13.062 or something? Is that what we said? 1:13.063. Settings then. Now this is a road car, so I'm going to have to change my assists on here. We're going to have to go to default ABS, I think. And it's a front wheel drive car, so we'll just turn the counter steer off for now. Keep the traction control on 1. We'll see where we go. 1:13.063. And let's see what... Oh, my record does come up there. So we can't see that because I'm in front of it. So let's go that side. We don't need the doody thing at the bottom. Do we need? We don't need the tyre thing, do we? Because they don't wear. So we're good over there. That works for me. Happy days. There we go. Now this is going to be the hardest corner here. Getting the car into this corner. Always 4th gear. Comfort mediums. And the car has absolutely no guts, I'm told, in 2nd gear, so... I've got a feeling this will be... Oh my lord! Front end lockup or what? Interesting. Interesting. How are we going to learn to get this into the corners? Ooh, chihuahua. Is it going to be a coasty jobby? It's not going to like to turn on the brakes, is it? That's what it's going to struggle to do. Learn to be smooth on this bad boy. Is it going to be a bounce it off the rev limiter job like a proper Honda? It goes to about just over the 8,000 RPM point. Let's get the old timing session up. See how we do. 4th gear seems ever so limited. Good evening, Max. Welcome. Oh my lord, the back end shot out there, didn't it? We'll gonna have a bit to do to improve on this, aren't we? Try and keep it on the black stuff. We're not going to try and use the curbs through there. The curb unsettles the car, as we've found on a lot of the tests and a lot of the time trials we've done around here previously. Being the higher gear going out underneath the tyre bridge is the place to be. Fourth gear. I wonder if it is a fourth gear rolling, or is it third gear and drive it through? Third gear and drive it through. It feels like half throttle, full throttle. There we go. 14,122. Ghost is at 0.9 ahead. So if we can keep within the real visual distance of that, we are good. Had to lift the throttle there just for a moment. Ooh, we overshot. That's never good. Can we leave the Ghost behind? Yeah, we are doing. 113.063 is gold, isn't it? Oh, we lost a load of speed there. Just outside gold. Just a quarter of a second. We can do better than that. We had a lift through here last time, so let's see if we can just get this scootling along a bit faster. Get into there better, we'll be well up. So I suppose we've got the advantage here really of having driven this circuit a lot. And it's not the first time trial here either, so we weren't as quick into there, were we? A bit more controlled as we came out the corner though. I don't think that's going to be it. No, just outside. Just outside. We've done lots of races here, so we have a general understanding of where we can cut corners, where we can make a little bit of time, how far we can cut corners, and also where the grip is, where the racing line is, what we understand about, like this corner here. We were down on time there. Made a little bit more. We've got to throw it into the final corner. That's what we do know. Really want to go to fourth there. That was a little bit muscle memory. So will we get gold on lap 5? We will throw it down into third gear as we enter. See if we can just charge up on the back of that Ghost. Well inside on the gold, happy days. See if we can improve a little bit further. So we got gold with the demo car, with the rental, which ain't so bad. Don't hear that said very often by the Widdowmaker. Ooh. Trying to fight the car into that corner there. It just didn't want to come in. It just wanted to slide all the way away from the apex. And then we're still in like 30th place on the friends list, so there's nothing to shout about at this point. We're not actually shedding any applause at this point. A 1:12.618 isn't that phenomenal a time, but it's gold all the less. A little bit stuck in a gear there when it was changing. A little bit of a coast and roll seems to help on the apex of that corner. It's a long apex though as you run around that curb. See somebody say something. That's Olive. Thank you very much, sir. Lost a 10th going through that corner. And as we dive into here, we'll thrash it down to third gear, get the back end sliding a bit. We can actually hit the inside apex of that wall. There's an invisible wall and it will let you bounce off it. It won't kill your lap if you really want to try. So is there a 111 here with the rental? We just missed there, didn't we? That was terrible. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look. See where 1:12.338 gets us. Only took us 9 miles, 9.6 miles, just underneath a 1:12.245 optimal. That's not too bad. We're in the top 2%, which is 4,399th. Let's save that best lap replay there. That's cool. So we're nowhere near our top friendlies. Just outside. We're in 20th place. Just ahead of Mr. Sphinx and JB. That's not too bad a sign. Randy in LA. There he is. Happy days. So we got a little bit further to go. A low 111 is the place to be. Mr. McFarlane's used his own car. So we're just going to nip out and put our own car in. And we'll just see where we can find some time. Where we can actually find anything, to be honest. Car settings, comfort mediums. There's nothing else we can change, is there? Interesting to look at this occasionally. Suspension is normal, diff's normal, ECU's normal. There's nothing extra in there. There's no brake balance we can change. We can't do anything, can we? Absolutely nothing. But then JB's given us a little few basic upgrades to make things happen. So we'll see where we go. We're just going to load up the new Ghost. And load up the old Ghost. The one that we've just set. Oh, we've got the RCR Ghost in there, which was 12 seconds faster. That's the time attack one. That's the one I was talking about when we said we found some. Haven't driven it yet, Mr. Van Hoot. I'm about to. It's next on my list. But as of what I've read and what I've seen and what I know, it's going to be a stunningly good GR3. I don't know how the bop's going to affect it. Whether the bop's really going to kill it off. We'll have to find out what the bop's going to do to it. But right, so we're just on standard own home car with whatever JB's done to it. Are we going to have two Ghosts? That's the question. We're going to have one Ghost, the blue Ghost. As we dive into that corner first, we mess that up, don't we? I'm looking forward to it. It's like the fourth NSX, maybe the fifth NSX we've got that's highly capable. This doesn't want to turn into corners. You've got lucky with the invites to buy all the other cars. Yeah. Oh, steering's just gone. That means my wheel's just bugged out. Yes, it has. Wheel's just bugged out. That's the second time today. Really hoping Fanatec gets a fix for this. I don't know how. I genuinely don't know how Rory has managed to do those 28 hours of Nürburgring with this wheel. He did tremendously well dealing with it if it was bugging out. I'd like to know what his setup is with the DD Extreme. I'd like to really understand how he's got it set up and whether he is experiencing the cutouts, unless he didn't use the DD Extreme to do the test. You've got them all, that's good. Oh. I want to try and get this car to hug the apex like the rental did. Can't get it to. Yeah, there's the other thing is getting the invite. The other thing is having the credits at the time to do it. I know I'm fortunately sat on a fair amount, but I've been grinding for a long time. I've been doing the laps and doing all the events for a long time to earn the money, getting up to 20 million, 25 million, and then the cars come into Legends, having to buy it, getting down to like 3 or 4 million, and then having to grind a load again. That's why I developed the idea of just doing different cars around each track and just keep running the same thing, but the same different cars, trying different cars, and then seeing how they compete against each other, see which one's fastest, then throw a custom race in. I think I've probably left myself a bit of a challenge this time at Le Mans, but we'll have to see where it goes. It's not as good as the standard car, this bad boy, is it? I'm gonna have to go and put smaller wheels on, I think, get some more rubber. See if we can make this one do a bit more. We get into 4th gear though, didn't we? We're gonna have to go and mod this bad boy. It's not got a lot about it. Whatever JB did to it, he wrecked it. 113.2. You put that rear wing on, which doesn't seem to want to give me anything. The front end doesn't want to bite into corners. Just braking that bit earlier is helping, but follow the flattest line through there. Ooh. First gear didn't work. Lost half a second coming out of there. Right, let's go and put this bad boy back to standard. We've worked out it's pretty rubbish with any modification. See that? Yeah. That's all locked up. See if we've got sound back. Yes, we have. Right, let's go and... it's warm in here, I can tell. My electronics aren't happy. Let's go and make some modifications to this car. Put it back to standard a little bit. And then we'll make the right changes to make this thing go faster, as we always do, as we always have done. We didn't set a faster time, so there's no ghost to save. Let's go and make some changes. There isn't a massive amount we can do, as you know, but wheels-wise, we need to find out what the standard ones were. So the standard ones were 15-inch with just standard. We're going to install them back, and then we're going to see if the standard ones, they won't. Got to be careful with the ventilation of the air movement. Yeah, I've got an aircon device running away. Let's put some wheel. I know what JB put on, but has he put a wheel sponsor on? Can I? No, he didn't. He put Big Wang on though, didn't he? Look, he put a Big Wang on. So 15's 14-inch. Get some more rubber. Get more heat. We're going to go wide, see if they do anything, and wide offset. See if we can enhance the width and get some traction. Try and make the thing turn. And then for aero and racing items, well, we've got roll cage. We've got roll cage in it, haven't we? Yeah, that'll be fine. And custom parts. What did he put on? He put the front big one on. That'll help with turning. You would have thought, wouldn't you? You would have thought. Sides. He didn't. Did he put the Type B's on? Wow. Yeah. And then the rear. He's put a rear aero on. Yeah. Okay. Then a wang. Well, what we know is all of them don't kind of work, do they? Vented. Oh, what's going on? Vented little grill side. Take them off. And the front aero, try and get the front down. It might slow the car down, the aero, but hey, that's fine. Let's do that. Wing is where we're going to go to. If you put Big Wang, it stretches it. I'm going to take it off for now. Hey, adventurer. The trifecta of rhyming tracks. Yeah. Suzuka, Bazooka, Sabuka, Sakuba, Suzuka. I always say it the wrong way around, you know. I put the B and the K the other way around. It's one of them. Look, he's got the little road runner and Wile E. Coyote. Hi, adventurer. He's got a little few hideaways on there. It's a tidy little thing. We just changed effectively the front aero and the tyres. We've got some big tyres on. Anything else we can change? Front grille. He's put that one on. Vented and a badge. Put the slats back in. Free replacement. Put the slats back in. Not going to affect anything, is it? That's us. Wheels we're good. Wheels we've put wide and wide. Good. Good, 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 good. Now we're going to see if we can go faster. See if we can. But I'm going to put counter steer on to try and see if we can hold the car a bit tighter. It might slow us down a bit. We'll see. We'll see which one does what. And we'll go from there. Hopefully the old scream's still streaming at the top. But yeah, this I'm so glad with gold already. Gold after like 10 minutes was just takes the pressure off, and we can now go and just enjoy it effectively. So we're going to load up on the ghost settings. Good afternoon, Mr. Tom. Hope you're well. There we go. We're going to load that one up as our fastest time. Then assists, we're going to put... I don't know whether we need to go to ABS. We might do that. And just see if that helps me on ABS week. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. What we're trying to do is keep the front end in. It's the front end we've been having trouble with. But it's the back end that really controls the front of the car. The back end will steer it. So we've got bigger tyres on the front, bigger wheels. Ooh, slidey mighty. I'll slow down a bit earlier, I think. But we've gone wider on the wheels. We've gone wider on the stance. In effort to try and get more grip. Counter steer to try and hold the car in. ASM might help to try and hold the car on the apex if it's going to slide away. We're going to try everything. Yeah, the rental's fairly decent. I've got a fastest on there, but it's all the little mods you can do really on the garage car that I'm going to try and exploit now. You've just come in at the time where I've just made those changes. I've put splitter number 3 on the front. I've got aero on the rear. I took the aero off the rear. I put the little slotted bumpers on number 2, and then I took the rear wing off. Went down to no wing. It just doesn't like the corner. We'll see. But I have put counter steer on, so. And the time is against my previous lap, not against the Ghost, don't forget that. How much do you get for the online races? I don't know what you mean, my friend. Do you mean this? 2 million for gold? Do you mean credits? Not sure. Sometimes it's much easier to use your own car, so I don't think you're doing a bad thing going to the garage, but I always seem to get an indicator of what I need to do from the rental. As you can see with this one, we are all over the shop. We are not as quick as the rental by any means. We need to find, we're red anyway, we need to find what is the little secret. Yeah, gold gets you 2 million credits. No, not possible to do at all. It only took me 10 minutes. 5 laps it took. I did it on lap number 5 to get gold today. If you just rewind a little bit on the stream, you'll see it. Standard car, rental. So I didn't make any modifications, didn't change anything. And we got gold in 5 laps. But there's a massive difference. I've run hundreds of thousands of laps here on Human Comedy and races in the league, so I really know the racing line really quite well. It's just about getting used to the car, really. That's the key thing. Last week's gold. Well, the two of them, the Nürburgring and the Nissan Silvia, were really quite tough. Right, so we need to get the car back to standard. So, to find out what the differences are and what the positives and negative ones are. I seem to be losing against the record Ghost quite significantly. Did I go ABS? Did I go ABS weak or default? Did I change it? I can't remember. Gonna have to check. We're up. Gonna leave it in 3rd. I'm not gonna change it up. Just sponge the brakes there a little bit to try and close that gap. Fastest we've done so far is a 1:13.123, so it's saying 12.4 possible, but massive slide through there. I don't think I'm close enough. 12.4. We might need to turn this counter steer off. We're very close at this point, aren't we? It's neck and neck between the two Ghosts, the backwards and forwards between each other. It's coming out that final corner where we really makes the difference. We lost it through there, we didn't hold a tight enough line. So I need to go one wheel size bigger to see if that is a major issue. And we'll turn the counter steer off again. And we'll find out what I did to the brakes, see what. There's a better line out there. Wasn't. Let's see. I put ABS weak. I need to go back to default. Counter steer will turn off, but we'll lose the ghosts, I think. Yeah, we did. See if we get them back after this lap. Ooh, there's the weak brakes. When you change the brakes again, it becomes extremely difficult to get your head into changing them back. Oh, the car wants to just slide in there. Try and encourage the car in by lifting off, turning the wheel and not using the brakes, just letting the car sort of come into the corner on its own. If we've got no ghost, we'll pop out and start again. Yeah, 8,500 revs we're going to change up. See if we get the ghost back. If we don't, we'll pop out. No ghosts. Okay. No drama. But we'll go and do a couple of things. We'll go and well, we'll just give it another stab. We've lost 7 places already. We've knocked down out of the 3,000s. We're into the 4,000 since we got it. We haven't improved yet, so. Now I do have a very light steering wheel, which probably won't help me at this point, but I can't feel a lot of the front wheel stuff, so I might just turn the force feedback up for a little bit, or we'll change to AS4. I wonder if we need to just check out the brake saturation, see what it's like for this car. See if we need to change that at all. That could be a thing, you know. I'm using a shadow as a brake marker there. That's really not very good, isn't it? Shouldn't really be doing that. We could also turn the traction control off, I think. That might give us a little bit more grunt out of corners. We're not on the money here. We're not yet close enough to achieve a better time, I don't think. Oh, there we went red. We actually braked in and hit that inside wall, and it doesn't usually knock your time, but obviously hit it too hard. Right. Not comfortable with some of the changes we made, so I can't feel any advantage. So rather than sit thrashing laps and seeing where we go, let's go and make some changes before. If they don't feel right, we'll change it. Gold is gold after all, but let's go and undo some of those changes and let's go and make some more. I'm concerned about the fact that we're coming out the corner and we're not getting a massive amount of acceleration, so I'm going to take that front splitter off. Let's just double check what we've got on the side. We've got the side skirts as the non-standard Type A's. I'm going to drop that off. The wing, we've got the standard one, so it's a standard car all round. I've got a different grille, haven't I? I can't see that making any difference. So wheels wise, owned wheels, we've got those on there. Can't see anything else that will really be any cop, but we were on 14, so I'm going to go with 16s, and I'm going to push it wide and push it wide. This is the difference. Standard doesn't look a massive difference, but there's a bit of camber there. And there's the difference. That's the major difference. So if we put it standard and do the wide, you can't really see much of a change, can you? That's where the difference is. 16-inch, baby. Nothing else we can change. See if we can get down a bit further. See if we can make some impression, some change. But we've gone bigger wheel size. That's going to be interesting. We need a few laps at this, don't we? We're taking all the aero off. Counter steers on, I think. Yeah, counter steers on. We'll find out in a second. We'll just go through and confirm it all. I don't know if ASM would help or not. I'm going to turn traction off. So assists. Traction control off. Default ABS. That's the one we need to be on. We've got counter steer off. You can't make the car wide body, no, because it won't be eligible. The car can't be wide bodied. It won't be eligible. If it's a standard car, it won't help. What you'll find is I try never to wide body a car. Unless, of course, I own more than one. If you only own one car, I would choose not to wide body it anyway. It's a real hard bit of skin on my little finger there where I'm clicking the gears. Just itching me at the moment. So, ghosts. Open ghost is that one. And the settings just need to run through again. Traction control off, default ABS, counter steer off. And controller settings, I'm just going to punch up the max torque to 5. Yeah, my preference would be not to wide body. But, so the car feels heavier because I've done the, just done the wheel weight, force feedback change. Wheel spin there, woo chihuahua. So with the traction control off, we've got a little bit more oomph, and we just got to be aware that the car will try and torque steer away out of the apex, so we just have to just keep that under control a little bit. How about weight reduction? Now again, it will, because it's a bought-on part, it would undo all that. It would undo the weight reduction. You won't be able to use it. It will bop it out. Yeah. But you can apply the weight reduction, but on this it will bop it out. Do I tend to do weight reduction? No, I don't. The weight reduction doesn't really... it eats too much PP on a standard tune. But depending on what you're doing and what you're aiming for and what car it is, weight reduction can be very beneficial. So on some of the more complex tests for the human comedy, the weight reduction significantly helps. But if you've got a really low PP target anyway, the weight reduction probably won't help, because you lose too much PP for it. I need to get my head into these laps and see where we're going. This car smoothed up a bit. We got a bit of a catch there, didn't we? We did. See if we can enter this corner properly. Try a wider entry into that last corner. Like most of the corners, I still think I'm a little bit tight, a little bit narrow on entry. I see a lot of people on the leaderboard have probably only persisted with the rental car. Good evening, NW. Yeah, and happy Sunday to you, sir. It is a good Sunday today. That's really what I'm seeing outside. See that bright sunshine? Looks like an evening sun. That's what I'm seeing. We're almost summer solstice, aren't we? We're almost that middle of part of the year where the longest night is on its way. Still no closer than when we had the rental. Oh yeah. I'm down your way next weekend, Friday night. Brands Hatchamundo. Just a little bit further round the corner from you. So yeah, next Friday night I'm heading down. I remembered tonight I need to pay for that bridge, don't I? Before we go. Make sure that's done, because I'll forget before I come back. Be in trouble. You're away again for midweek. Oh, that's unlucky. But hey, enjoy your travels, my friend. Now you get about a fair whack, so. Really late on the brake there, tried to just get the car in. We're catching somewhat. Try and get the car to roll into the corner a bit. Try and catch up a little bit. Roll through the apex back on the throttle. Transition there from third gear to the brakes was, the car seemed to surge through the corner. Because of that I didn't really get back to the throttle in time, so we lost a little bit there. Getting there, we're getting quicker, but no real cigar. Try and get a flat line out. Can't really change to third earlier. The car doesn't want to go any faster. The Ghost, the standard Ghost is still the quicker car, isn't it? So we might go back to the standard car now, seeing as we're not getting any real inroad with the rental, well, with the owned car. Go back to the rental and then mess around with traction control and ASM maybe. Definitely take the traction control off in the rental and see if we can go a little bit quicker. We can do anything more here. Default ABSs. No, we're no closer. Trying to get the thing to slow down once you've got the speed up is the It's the challenge. Going to fourth gear seems to settle the car down into that corner, but I think that's because you're not going as quickly, because you've wasted a bit, haven't you, going into the corner? You've wasted a bit gear changing, so I think I can get it in fourth to come out this corner. I don't think I'll want to do that. Just a microcosm faster, but we are very close to our previous record, so I'm wondering if it's the wheels that aren't helping it with the wide track, maybe. The wide tyres might not be helping. Both Ghosts are really close there. They really are quite close. It's just the standard car has the run. Good evening, Mr. Gordon. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're well, sir. Hope Adie's doing well. Right. We'll give this a little bit of a try, see if we can improve with a little bit of a short shift, which doesn't help. I tried the short shift to just keep the nose tucked in a little bit, but it didn't like it. Ooh, can't get it to turn. We really did cut that corner that time and didn't really help. I'll leave it in third. Gonna change down really late, see if we can get the car to turn in the higher gear so we're accelerating earlier. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit quicker. That's much quicker actually. Might be it. There we go. There's the first improvement. So we know first corner wasn't brilliant. You can see we're behind the standard car Ghost, the rental, and we short shifted like that. We did that again. That improved. Didn't get the car to turn very well into here. I'm gonna overturn the car there on the steering wheel. Put a little bit more rotation in rather than keeping both hands on the wheel, just to force the car to drive itself around the corner rather than me wait for the throttle. We lost a bit of time under the bridge, didn't we? I did a late change down to second there, which seemed to give us an advantage coming out the corner. I'm going to try that again next time round. Got a long way to go before we're starting to cut into our top 10. I've got to be mid 111s, I think. We'll see if we can just put something together here. Gold for this is 1:13.2 something. I did it on lap 5 to get to gold, and I've probably done 15 laps since, with 5 more with the standard car to see if we could improve, and I couldn't. And then I've done 10-15 laps with the owned car, making changes to, and I've just 2 laps ago made that first change. And I forgot to do what I was going to do. It's great to have a strong audience on a Sunday night. Thank you very much, folks, for joining us. Probably a little bit too slow there, coming into there. Probably braked a fraction too early. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and do a really late change down into this corner here. Hey, Mr. Winkles, welcome. How are you doing, John? I didn't do it. I forgot. The late change down gave me the boost out of the corner. Let me see if I can do one more lap and get that right in my brain. I'm putting in consistent 112s now though, which is alright. Loads of vibration off the front wheels. Yeah, I've got ACC for the PC and the PlayStation, so once we get Le Mans out the way in 2 weeks' time, we're going to go to ACC. We're going to give that a bit of a whirl on maybe Saturday nights, the 6 hours. See if we can get something settled in. We'll try and do both PC and PlayStation, because there's more you can do on the PC side of the game, I believe. There's some online functions that you can't do on the PC, so there's a racing club type thing you can join with a web page, and you can upload your replays from the PC to that, which give you a bit of a online competition and a driver ranking rating type experience. So ACC is coming to the channel in roughly 3 weeks' time. We will be doing other things other than GT. So as GT slowed down a little bit this side of, well, for the last 8 months, so to speak, we will try and just fill out our portfolio of games a little bit. We've got them all set on the side, we're just not using them, because GT has been absolutely epic of a game. It's been tremendous. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna update all of my add-ons I've got around about 50 quid's worth last time I looked, but if there's an offer on, I'm going to do it. Bit of a later change down there. We lost a 10th. And we're losing 10th over 10th, well, hundreds over hundreds over hundreds as we come down there. And we gain a little bit more as we rev it out. It's tremendous. We're going to go quicker again. Heading for that 111 is where we're targeting. 11.99, excellent. 49.99 for the big DLC. Yeah, I've got a fair few of the DLCs. I think I've got odd bits and pieces that I haven't got, like I think it's the GT3 pack and the Nürburgring, the most recent one. So we'll just have to see. Yeah, I think including the ring, I've got 50 bucks to spend. But we'll talk to the good lady about that and see if we can do without lunch for the last week of the month or something. You know what it's like. Got to make the pennies go all the way. Put a couple more adverts into YouTube. I've been taking adverts out, guys, so if you've been watching the videos and finding the adverts frustrating, I've noticed that YouTube's sliding more adverts in, so I've been taking them out today for anybody that's watching the recent videos. You're only going to get 2 adverts for a 30-minute video, which is what Twitch runs along at. For those people that don't get adverts because you pay YouTube anyway, all well and good, but for those people that don't, I'm just trying to get rid of them. I know it's the only way that YouTube videos make money, so I have to be careful with taking them out, but I don't think 7 adverts in a 30-minute video is really appropriate. I think that's YouTube being a little bit pushy and killing my audience. You know, it's a bit ridiculous taking... Oh, we're on for a gain here. And we're increasing on the go, so come on. Could see an 11. If we can just dip and slide this into here a little bit better. I led it onto the grass, which is no good. Lost loads of time. Still quicker though, we're getting there. The lap is won and lost in that final corner, I think we all know that. Remember that from the TT trial. Oh, the TT trial was a long time ago. But you could really throw the TT, because it was 4-wheel drive, into that last corner and make up loads of time. But 11 would be good. I'm not going to change gear, and I'm not going to change down till I'm in the crux of the corner like that. That's how to gain on the Ghost, look. Now we just got to get closer through the early part of the lap and not mess this part of the corner up. Get the vibration through the wheel and pedals there, that's shockingly good. Oh, we blew that. Went well too deep, said the nun to the vicar. Aye, absolutely, in for a penny, in for a pound. Well, we've got to do something more. GT is a beautiful game, but it's just they've just letting it wane at the moment, and that's my fault. I've not got the creative juices going with GT at the minute. It's our brain and our attitude and our focus is all on the Le Mans race, and it's I think I want to branch out a little bit, but it'll mean a change of content style, I think, a little bit for for ACC because it's not going to have the same sort of appeal as GT7, the license testy thing. They might have license tests and trials and tests. We might have to do some of them, you know, and see how we go and see what we do. But if people have got ACC and people want to play ACC, well, I just readied that, and we'll be red lap next as well, won't we, because of where we went over the line. Yeah, I need a wider entry into turn 1. Yeah, once the equipment's working correctly, we'll do it all again. We will do. And I'll do it all on the second account as well, so that we can see a difference between the two. We'll just let Fanatec fix this damn thing and make it work properly, and then we'll get stuck in and we'll do that. We've done a couple of them already, haven't we? I did license test 1 to 50 again the other week, didn't I? Only took me 2 hours 10 minutes, I think, to do them all, start to finish. But that'll make a good stream for a 6-hour job, won't it? Do the lot. See if we can do them all to gold, and then try and push on and see how far we can get. See how high we can get on the friends list. Really give it a rag and a good go, and see if we can get people challenging together on the old friends list. That'd be a good night. I think we'll have some fun there. We're on the catch up again. We were until we changed gear, and we're back on the catch up. Let's see if we can dive up into the corner a bit. There we go. Here's another one. Takes a couple of laps to get wound up into it, doesn't it? Just lost it coming out there. How did we lose that much time going through that corner? Shockingly bad. I really want to stay in third. I'm going to change down really late. Come on. Come on. Oh, I've lost the front end. Yeah, you slug. Lost the front end there, getting into that corner. It was coming out of the corner where I lost the front end, but... Oh, locked the front end up. I want to change the brakes to... I want to go over to weak ABS and see if I can make any gains there. But I might just tune my brakes before I do that. See if we can get the brake saturation to the right point. Run a little bit high and wide, but get back in the throttle earlier. See if we get more of a run. We don't, do we? No, we lose too much time going to the deep apex. So a 12.051, that's going to pump us up the... we've taken 0.3 away there, haven't we? That'll pump us up the ladder a bit. And that was 25-30 minutes, 26 minutes of a time of a little run at that. So that's a decent effort. Decent effort. Oh, we went red there. I was just pushing that extra little bit as we were blue really early in the lap. Just to see if we could push on a little bit more, but kind of blew that. Half a tenth's all we need to get into the 11s, that'd be nice. That'd show a bit of competitive spirit, won't it? Just trying to slide the car in there using just a little bit of a feather on the brake to try and get the car to koosh into there a bit. Koosh, is that the right word? Sneak koosh. Just try and get the car to just sneak in there. It's what it's trying to do. So we've got a little bit of rotation on. Oh, the front end's locked up. I don't think I'm much faster, you know, on this new gear. I really don't think I am. I've not found any magic settings apart from the brake thing. The brake saturation is just absolutely epic. If that was something I could replicate on the G29, that'd be tremendous. But what I have done is I've been back to the G29 and had a little bit of a play with that the other day. Christ alive, is it different? I don't know how I've ever used that wheel for so long. It's not as smooth, it's chunky, it's clunky, it's got so much play in the centre point of the wheel. I think it's just been played to death. And then having used this for a couple of 3 weeks, that I think it's well, it's spoiled me a little bit, this. Alright, I'm not going to get anywhere near with that. What were the things we were going to do? Just while I'm thinking about it, we were going to go and try and change brakes, weren't we? So I need to save that lap time. That's the first thing I need to do. So that was 31 miles to do that, and 11.828 is the optimal. Wowzers. Almost into the top 2,000, which is great. We're not. Neil's had a sneak up. Look. Yeah, and that would be a great observation, actually. Consistency, control of the car, but whether you're quite as fast. Yeah, I think the speed will come over time as I get that and improve it and become more consistent. I think you're 100% right. So we're just sitting behind Turbo Tom there on a 111.9. We're doing okay. We're just ahead of ours, just ahead of Big Popper, so we're making gains there. We've got a little bit to go into the top. So, what? 3/4 of a second. You're not driving tonight. Okay, set time Thursday. Well, that's decent. It's decent effort. Settings, assists. I'm going to see what happens when I change the brakes. Not got any assistance on, none whatsoever. We'll see if this makes a change. Then the next thing to do is to see what we can do with a bigger wheel size. We've kept those two ghosts, that's great. Won't have a clock on this outlap. I'm gonna have to brake a fraction earlier with these brakes. Look how close those two are. It'd be nice if this had the old twin double overhead cam. A bit more oomph, it'd be great. I can feel the car more on the weak ABS. Weak. I'm getting a bit more chatter back through the brake pedal, a bit more response. I'm knowing when to go on and off the brake pedal a bit more. But I've always been told of late, weak ABS for race cars, default ABS for road cars. But it's probably not going to ring true here. Unless that's the driver, not me. That's the car, not me. See if I can find a little bit of time through here. Oh, 2 laps in, we get it. And then we're going to go and do the saturation on the brakes. See if we can find a little bit of time with the brake saturation setting. That'll be good. We can brake so much longer because the wheels aren't sticking and holding. Just lost a little bit of time coming out there, didn't we? Right, we're going to do the brake saturation in a moment. Yeah, now. If that was a better run out. I can hold the brakes a lot longer on weak ABS. Really hold the car turning and it doesn't slide away from the apex quite so much when you slide in the car when you're braking into the corner. Didn't really want to get the car that far onto the dirty stuff. Messed up a little bit there. I changed down and the car came in too tight. Right, let's just have a moment here. There we go, setup number 2. We can't do that here. I can't do that here. I'm going to have to leave. Going to have to exit. So save the ghost. I'm going to go and work on this saturation and see if it's right for this car. 111,945 would have been best element there, wouldn't it? Ranking board. We're still not on the front page. We do need a 111 to be there. I'm the last 112, which wowzers, but there's still a long way to go. Still a long way to go. Right, up here, top left, options, and we're into controllers. We're going to steering controller settings. Let's just make sure these go through all their bits and pieces. Yeah, the brake is doing the lot. Clutch is doing the lot. Pedal calibration. We've got 2% on the brake, so we're actuating the brake much earlier. And the clutch is absolutely fine. Okay, so now, if I press the brake down, I think I want... Oh, yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Set up that button there, brake force down. It's 84 at the minute. Wow. $80 is where it's at. Okay. Okay. 80 is where it's at. So it came down 4%, which is cool. That's good. That means I don't have to push the pedal quite so hard to hit full brakes. What are we else we're gonna do? We're happy with weak ABS. We don't need to change anything else there. We're just gonna give this a little another run out and see where we go. And then the question is what do we change next? What do we... Oh, we just slid through there. Not sure we lost anything though. We're certainly not as close, but... Just lift off the brakes. Keep some of application in there, but it is feeling like it's helping. My chest can tell I've turned up the old force feedback, can it? No, Jesus. I shouldn't be changing up to fourth down there. That's a waste of a gear change. That's a right slide on. We just need to catch that slide earlier. See how far that white car gets ahead of the blue one. Didn't make it in, did we? How much time we lost there. I think I need a deeper, wider entry into that corner so we can come out flatter, faster. Feels good. Don't feel quite as fast though. Don't know why. Now here's the crucial corner for me at the minute. This one starts it off. A little bit too slow there. Probably could have come off the brakes and let the car roll just a little bit longer. That would have been much, much better, I think. Looking to catch the slide. Not as quick. 12.2. Thought that was a second, a whole second up then. At one point. It's a challenge, this. Gold isn't the challenge, it's your friends list. And this is what we've always said is going to be where the challenge is getting faster than your buddies. And there's some fast friends. I was going to say some fast effers, and I think that's inappropriate. They are fast as, aren't they? Changed up again there when I probably shouldn't. What I want to try and be is smoother off the brake pedal. At the minute it feels like I'm ditching the brake pedal halfway through and the front wheels are struggling for traction when I come off the brakes. So what I want to try and do is just be a little bit more delicate coming off them, be smoother coming off. So maybe I need to release the brakes just a little bit earlier, allowing the car to run just a little bit sooner. And then we can get back to the throttle quicker because we're not braking. Well, that was a proper Honda gear change. That was not intentional. We can see there that I want to watch my brake percentage. See just how much brake I'm giving it. Because I don't think I'm giving it all, am I? Oh, I am. I had a look down there as I was braking. I don't usually do that. That's quite tricky. I lose track of where I am on the track. 17 people. Well, happy days. Welcome, everybody. I can see one like. Is it truly a one liker, or is there more likes on the process? Am I doing a good job? Are we double figure likes? Do I just need to refresh my screen? I was watching The Running Man earlier. My word, that man. His channel's epic. I just don't know what it is. I'm fully engrossed by that game, and I could never challenge him by playing that game online. Very different thing, a different skill test. Very much more shooter. I don't think I could be that good at shooters, even though I love it. It's not something I can excel at. I wonder if fourth gear would work better. I don't know that it would though, because look, it just runs out of steamy juice as we go round. It's never good. Well, the car wants to turn in. Once you get it going in, I can feel the force feedback turning the back of the car into the corner. That's tremendous. You sort of pivot the car in and it just wants to swing in, but it doesn't do it here. So just while I'm thrashing these laps out, folks, just a little reminder of what's happening this week. Tuesday night is GR3s at Le Mans. It's the usual league race on Tuesday. Thursday night we are GR1s at Le Mans. Friday night there is no stream, unfortunately, because I am travelling down to the American Power Festival of Power on Friday night for Saturday morning. I'm there all day Saturday, and there won't be a stream Saturday night because I'm travelling back up probably about 8 o'clock till 1 a.m. And then Sunday we will have the time trial as normal. But on Sunday we also have 3 hours of qualifying in the afternoon. They will all be streamed live. We'll have a 1 hour qualifying session and no race. But we'll just restart the lobby after the 1 hour qualifying. I won't qualify until later on in the day. I'll let my teammates qualify in the first and second. Well, I'll let Sam qualify in the first lobby if Sam turns up for the first lobby. And I gave the guys their dining menu for the weekend of whatever they want to eat or whatever we're going to provide them. Whatever they want they can ask for. So for those guys coming up to the channel, up to Widdowmaker Towers for the Le Mans event, they have a full dining menu available to them, which consists of alcohol and pasta-y type meals, which will keep them going for the 24 hours. The idea is to keep them refreshed and watered. It's the least I can do for them putting the effort in to join us. Right, we're not getting any faster here. We put that one absolute spanker of a lap in, didn't we, to get the 12.011, and then we haven't been any closer. So yeah, it'll be a pasta bolognese type meal for Saturday night, and then that'll be whatever left over through the night. Sunday morning is going to be bacon and sausage with brown sauce, mustard, tomato ketchup, whatever you want, curry ketchup, whatever. And then lunchtime on the Sunday is going to be just cold cut sandwiches. But if nobody's happy with that, we'll cater whatever anybody else wants. If they have a dietary need or a dietary requirement. We were well up on the time there, weren't we? But we're only up on the 12.202. We weren't up on the 12.011, which is a shame. We'll see if we can just gain a little. We can't. We're trying. We lost that coming out of that corner, didn't we? And then it's all really about what everybody else wants to eat. If they've got a dietary need, like Sam needs just protein as steak, we'll put steak on if that's what he wants. And anybody that still wants to come and race at Widdowmaker Towers, there's still a space available if somebody wants to come and join us. Sleeping quarters are a mite fraught. It'd be like bunk beds on a warship, I'm afraid. There's only so many bedrooms at Widdowmaker Towers. We don't have not a castle. Should be, from what the blooming finance guy was saying on Saturday. Happy days. We went a little bit blue there, I did see it. We almost went iPhone 95. Squeezed the car in there, but I think I've just lost time running over that dirt. Yeah, I did. There was no traction. I think I've got to brake later into there. Got to carry more speed and get the car pirouetting, pivoting more. Yeah, definitely. That We're being a bit cagey into that corner. I need to take out that sharp angle in that corner there. I really did tighten that up and I shouldn't do that. I've been having 3D printer woes this weekend. For some reason the damn thing won't print at all. And I'm 100% sure I know what it is. I've been trying to change the nozzle, but I can't get the nozzle to undo. I think the nozzle's worn, so it needs a new one. Interestingly enough, the plastic that comes out your 3D printer when it's making the object actually wears the nozzle. It's a brass nozzle. It's a brass nozzle because it needs to keep and retain the heat, and brass will do better. It's fairly tough, but the plastic actually wears the nozzle, and as it goes through with the heat and with the friction, it does actually wear it, so it becomes a bigger hole and it becomes difficult then to get the layer levels right. So I need to find out how to break the Loctite that's holding this nozzle in, and I've tried it with heat, I've tried it without. I think I just need 2 big spanners. Well, yeah, I need to get it fixed more urgently, don't I? Yeah, my nozzle's well worn out, I must admit. Well worn out. Yeah. Surgery put paid to that 2 years ago. When they shoved that bloody hose pipe down the thing. There we go. Kidney stones, they'll rupture anything that gets in the way. Evening, Mr. Sam. How's it going, my friend? It's going all right, buddy. We're doing okay. We're just into a little bit of attrition. I'm just found the wall at 112. Just trying to get into the 111s. We're doing okay. We've experimented. It only took me 5 laps to get gold, so that wasn't a drama at all. I've been experimenting with brake settings. So I was on default ABS for a little while, because it's a road car, and I've gone back to weak ABS and managed to smash my time a little bit. Took 2/10 out, and now it's really about just trying to get into the corner and get the car through it, but I can't come off the brakes smoothly. I keep coming off the brakes very sharply and losing the front end a little bit, but I'm also trying to perfect the line and getting the car to turn a little bit more. Braking later on the apex, get the car to apex earlier, get on the power earlier. It's not happening. So yeah, that's how it's going. We're not in the top 10 of the friends list, which is not a disappointment, because that just goes to show how strong the friends list is, but we are making roads, we are making inroads. It's good. Adrian's chunking times, that's great. That means you're almost gold. Yeah, so whilst I stop this, let me give you some tips. What device are you using, Adrian? Are you on wheel or controller? Are you auto or are you gears? Went from once, yeah, I'm 15 mins a week. So ABS definitely helps. So you went to ABS default. Your controller TC1s, yeah, take your TC off. You don't need it today. You need the wheels spinning on the Honda. So your ABS default. Oh, so no, I read that wrong. Your ABS weak, yeah, I'm better on ABS weak. Yes, definitely. On controller, I would suggest ABS default. ABS weak. See the car just slide into that corner there, the back end coming round. I'm just thinking about what I can do in terms of... I've got no assists on. I don't need to save that. We're in the top 2,000. Starting on default, got 150 after 15 week, knocked off. Yeah. That's... Yeah, I'm at 112.011. And I've already doing the ABS week thing, but... I'm going to change back to the rental, I think. That's where I'm going to... That's where I think I'm going to do the next bit. I'm going to go back to the rental and see if I can improve. A little bit on the rental. See if we can make a little change. Load Ghost, which is going to be that one. And then go with the same settings. But I've got to be braver into some of the corners. I definitely know that. I'm probably braking just a fraction early on the safe side and not bringing the car in on the edge of control. There's a song. Ooh. Oh, read that. Was a little bored on GT7 tonight, so went back to Human Comedy Races and tried the Deep Forest with your cappuccino setups. And managed 42 laps with good run. Where does that put you then? Where does that put you? Does that... Have you beat me? Yeah, well, it was extremely difficult. That setup, though, was the Kyoto setup, not the Deep Forest. So it's better at Kyoto, that setup. You have to change the tyres, that's all, and a little bit of power setting, but that's where it came from. All the work for that setup came from Kyoto, which is tremendous. But I'm only 1 on 42, so number 1 by a lap. Oh, that's great, because I was number 1 there, so you've beat me again. Well done. How could I be happy about that, being whooped again? But there you go. No, I've not been back to that. Excellent, well done. Yeah, you're just a far better driver on the edge than me. I haven't found how to get to the edge and know where the edge is yet. I'm either slow into the corner or well deep, and that's the bit I haven't found. I haven't got the right settings in the wheel yet. No matter whose settings I've tried, I haven't found a setup yet that works with all the settings. So even digits and the other guys that I've got the setup for, they don't match the settings that I've got in my wheel, which is really strange. But no, congratulations, Sam. That's well done, mate. You're slowly knocking me out of the top spots on the Human Comedy. But I've got the screenshots, which is all I've got to hold together. The memories. I know there's people put a lot of effort in to try and get gold at the Human Comedy, but I don't think there's been that many people that's put in a concerted effort to try and get to the top of the tree. I know before update 1.33 I felt really defeated by them because people were using any old car to beat them because they could just adjust anything to compete in the races. So since update 1.33 I've really enjoyed them. I did beforehand, but to be as quick as I was and then work on those setups and make them something that they are, they're good. But I shared everything, and maybe that's where I've made my mistake. But I've always believed in doing that. I've always believed in sharing what I've got and giving everybody a chance. So I've only got myself to blame, haven't I? But it takes an effort to do that, though. A solid hour punching out those laps is tough, because the tyre wear on that Deep Forest race is where it's critical. Fuel consumption is an absolute swine, so you've got to make sure you're right, getting the right fuel map from the off, and then choosing where to go. So it's great to hear that the guy takes my setup and goes and does great things with it. So no, top job. Have you replied to the Widdowmaker Towers messages, Sam? I know I could go and look at my phone, but you've got messages if you haven't seen. If there's anything that doesn't agree with you, just let us know and we'll make adjustments. So I'm 1:12.8 with the standard car, and I can't get it to get into the corners. So I'm going to go back to my owned car. 6 seconds to spare. That's heartbroken. Heartbroken. Never mind. Going back. We'll go and have a look, actually, just for a second. Just so that I don't feel. Yeah, I've got to see it. I've got to see it. And then we'll change car. We'll go back to an owned car. We'll change the wheel size. Just have a look. Just have a look. So I need to have a look. Because I can't remember where I was. Oh, we have to change car. Oh, Christ. We have to change car. Let's find one that actually fits the bill. Scroll all the way down. Long way to go. There we go, that'll do it. Doesn't matter what car we use. Enter. And we'll have a look at the leaderboard. Then we'll go back to the time trial. Ah, Deep Forest, I was already knocked off by Mr. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. You're still trying to save up to the 100 million. Yeah, I'm at 37 million now. But yeah, cappuccino there. I wondered whether the Beat 91 would give that a run there, you know, now. Now that everybody's using the cappuccino, aren't they? Everybody is. Mr. Maguire beat me. But to get up to 42 laps, that's stunning, Sam. That's really good. Because I know Big Popper was trying desperately hard. But it was me and Big Popper that were trying to do this maybe a year ago, 6 months, I can't remember. But Big Popper was ahead of me at one point, and I know he put in a lot of laps to try and do it, and he struggled to get to that 41 because the tyres, it gets a little bit skippy at the end. But no, that's cool. The one you've got to do, the one you've got to really try and conquer, Sam, is Coyote, but I think somebody's beat me there as well now. This one. This is also the cappuccino. That car. We'll do it the electric, just so we can see the leaderboard. Oh, Mr. Maguire and Mr. Sphinx have done me. I've got to come back to this. This is the cappuccino again. But this one was. Oh, it took me so long to get this one. But to get to 25, now that is a test. To get to 25 there. But somebody's used the Beat 91 for 23, so yeah, the tyres wear out so quickly here. But I'm happy to be number 3 there. Red's there as well, look. I'm happy to be there. That's cool. That's cool. I'm really, really quite still happy that I'm at the top of the top of the tree. But no, it's good. It's good. I like it. I like that a lot. Right, we were going to change car again, weren't we? We were going to go back to that thing, and then we were going to go and change to wheels. This one, 397. We're going to change to the next size up on wheels. That's what we're going to do. We were going to see if that offered us any sort of change. owned wheels. This is the ones we're on. We went one size up, so we went 16. We're now going to go 17, and we're going to go wide. Let's see if that offers us any more for any more. We know the aero didn't. Aero didn't give us anything. It stopped us hitting the apex. So if we talk about real road car. Oh, nice one. Nice one. I'll just double check. Yeah, no, it's just about making sure. Yeah, no problem at all, pal. Yeah, it's just about making sure you guys are part and parcel of staying awake is about being properly fed, properly watered, having the drinks, having the fluid running, and you be able to keep your focus. If you're hungry, if you're tired, you're going to be tired. But if you're hungry and thirsty, you're not going to be thinking about where you're going. So, well, Mrs. is good at catering, that kind of thing. She knows what she's doing. She'll diligently pop around and do things for us. She's quite happy to do that. It'll keep her busy whilst I'm playing games. That's what it's all about, I think. And it's just another way of saying thank you for you guys for doing what you're doing and where I can. So it's just a shame. We've got one more space. If anybody wants to come and join us, you're more than welcome. There is one more space for the 24-hour race on the 15th and 16th. If you're in the UK and you're available and you want to take part, come and do it. It will be tremendous. We need a third driver. Today my second streaming device arrived, so a backup, and then we'll be able to stream from both the PlayStation and the other PlayStation. Right, eyes down, focus. 18-inch wheels. We've set the ghost to 112.01.011. Let's see if we can. Now, if we're understanding real road car physics, which is what I was going to aim towards, bigger wheels will wheel spin less. They've got a bigger rotating mass because the weight of the wheel is further away from the centre of the hub. So once you get the speed up, it'll be harder to slow the car down, but it will keep the speed at higher lengths. The speed won't roll off if you lift your throttle quite so much as smaller wheels, because the rolling mass will keep the car rolling. You've got less sidewall, which would mean the tyres won't quite heat up quite as much, so you'll get less heat generated traction, I would suggest. If we're talking real road cars and not computer game at the minute, you should get less sidewall flex, so you'll get less heat generated in the rubber, so you'll probably not have as much cornering grip and you'll slide more, which is good for this game. Now, what we don't know, we know they've implemented tyre temperatures because there's variation. Look at that, 112.371 on the first lap out. So what was I saying? I was talking about sidewalls, wasn't I, and grip. So we don't know how they've really implemented tyre temperature. We know it's, when I've done a video on the tyre temperatures and how they manifest, the tyres rocket from one temperature to another. As you come out of a corner and you accelerate, the tyres thrash up and the tyre temperature varies massively. And I think they've just taken the tyre temperature on the surface of the tyre, and that's what you're seeing. You're not seeing the tyre temperature in the core of the wheel or in the heat of the oxygen or the air inside the tyre, whatever it's going to be. So it's probably a little bit misleading what you're seeing if you're looking at surface temperature, because You could spin a tyre up and it'll go to 200 odd degrees, which is realistic of where it is. That's why a tyre smokes when you spin the wheel. But the core of the rubber, where the grip is going to come from, you know, if you think about how a tyre tread moves around on the track, the reason the wet Formula 1 tyres are so effective is A, because they have the groove and they radiate the water away from the treads, but you've also got the fact that the block moves around, and the block is moving around, it warms things up. So if you equate this to this game on a slick tyre, the reason the tyre on a slick generates so much grip is because of the contact patch. If the race tyre heats up too much, it just sheds the surface of the tyre, which you don't want, because you're overheating it and you're losing that grip element, because you're taking that rubber surface away and you're causing it to tear and you're causing it to peel away, and that will really, really affect your grip. So we don't know how they have effectively applied those temperatures to the game. So whether it's real that I think, right, to get more heat in the tyre I'll need a higher sidewall because it'll flex the sidewall more, because we don't have the ability to affect the air pressure. If we're in a game that has air pressure changes, I'd take the air pressure out and then expect the tyre wall to flex more, and that would therefore increase temperature. But then you would lose contact patch, because the tyre would then start to flex and come away from the road surface. So it all gets a little bit very complicated, and when you have a missing element, when you don't have the air the air pressure in the tyre, you don't know what to do with it. So all I can imagine is the smaller the tyre, the higher the air pressure, is where my brain is. So if you've got an 18-inch rim, you're probably going to be somewhere around 40 psi. If you're on a 16-inch rim, you're going to be somewhere around about 32 psi. 20-inch rim, maybe 44 psi. And I'm thinking about my personal experience with cars that I've had and owned. I currently run my 18-inch rims on the Mini, front and back, somewhere between 36 and 38. And I like the back to be a little bit softer than the front, because the back end on the Mini skips round corners, so if it's a little bit softer, it's got a little bit more grip. The reason I like more air pressure in the front tyres is because that's where it's measuring the speed from, and if you've got a bit more meat in your front air pressure, you're going to get a better rolling radius and you'll get more top speed. So the big trouble is trying to understand how they apply these things in the game. Maybe we're not supposed to know, and that's part of the test. Right, let's see if we can put in a decent lap here. Come on. I missed the braking point. What a twonk. Half a second down after the first corner. We're gaining it back. But if I got that first corner right, I'd be up now. It's all about ifs, isn't it? Ifs and buts. Come on, Widow. Let's go for it. We got the back end to rotate round, but I was too narrow. being too narrow meant that the front wheels, as it rotated, the only place I had to go was onto the grass, which probably isn't the right place to go because of lack of grip and then dirty tyres. And again, we don't know if they apply dirt to the tyres. We don't actually know that, do we? We get a lack of grip. Maybe that's because the tyre temperature goes, and maybe there is crud on the tyres. Maybe there is, but we don't 100% know this. So we're often guessing. Lost all that time with that late change-up. That was decent. It's probably not as good as the original Ghost, but the fastest lap Ghost, that is. Probably not, because our fastest lap here is 3/10 down, but if we can see that at 3/10, then we're good. We just need a good entry to this corner here. We've run wide, that's never good. We've messed it up again. Probably had to lift coming out that corner. That's such a shame. We had a real good run there. We got that first corner really right. But saying that, we're still targeting some 0.8 of a second below where the top tier is. So we've got a little bit more work to do. A little bit more work to do. And it's about getting into that corner. Look how far back we are. Brake too much. Come on, Widow. Let's be good at this. Turn the wheel too much there. Lost half a tenth. We're gaining some back, but how can I get into this corner faster? Do I keep it in fourth and then drop it to third and accelerate out in third? It was faster in, wasn't it? It was faster in. We gained half a tenth going in, then we lost it coming out. Ooh, just can't get the car to slow down now. So the 18-inch wheel isn't really giving me anything. And we're now over 2 hours into the test. Probably we are... No, we did a warm-up race, didn't we, to start with, so... We're about at our maximum, I think, if a 111 isn't possible for me. Has anybody got any tips that I haven't been doing? What have I got wrong then, folks? It's your turn to tell me what I've done wrong. Is it just me being what it is? Is there anything I've missed? Is there any more obvious things that I could try or do? What made you go faster? Was it just nailing the lap? Is there a shortcut I've missed? Is there a clip of a corner I've missed? Am I just slow? think it's obviously quite that I'm pretty much there then. Yeah, that's something I'm probably not actually doing. I probably am just... The interesting thing is there's... well, I can't feel the wheel spin. Oh, I can there. Yeah, I don't have a lot of subtlety in the throttle pedal. Is this one of those where you have to lift to change gear? Should you be lifting the throttle to change gear? Revving it out in every gear. Yes, I'm trying to go to 8,500 RPM. I've got rid of the sound delay, by the way, folks. That delay problem I had has now disappeared. Yeah, I can't feel it in the wheel. I can't feel... I know the force feedback doesn't work on the throttle pedal in GT7, it only works on the brakes. So I can't feel... I have got enabled for the PC on my throttle pedal vibrations under braking, vibration under acceleration. I can feel suspension movement through the throttle pedal, and I can also feel curbs through the throttle pedal. But not in GT. Ah, we just clipped that. So if it's just driving technique then that is the issue, that's down to me as a Wally. Come on, get it back on. When the revs aren't in line with the speed and the screeching, that's the indicator they're skinning if you can't feel it in the wheel. Right, yeah, understood. Yeah, if the revs are accelerating and the wheels aren't, the MPH isn't, then that tells you your wheels are... No. If your revs are revving and your wheels are spinning and the acceleration is looking massive but you aren't actually going that fast, and that's when your wheels are spinning. Which is quite bizarre. I'm just having a couple of thrashy laps to try and find the feel point, the acceleration point, and then we'll go back to trying, but I think I need to change back to the 17s. Yes, I think I need to change back to the 17s because we aren't anywhere near. Yeah, I'm definitely short shifting out of turn 1. And I'm also short shifting out the share pin, aren't I? I know that. And that's not deliberate, let's put it this way. I'm feeling the car heading towards the edge of the road and I'm short shifting to try and gain the traction to try and stop it heading off. What I've got to do is, instead of bringing the car in tight, I've got to let the car run out wide, and then that'll curtail that because I'll have a straighter line. I get that. Thank you, Sam. I do get that, and I know, and oh, flip. I do see that problem. Yeah. Losing traction out the corners. Sometimes in second, losing the speed, yeah. Sometimes I think I should be in third gear, but there's no acceleration. It doesn't feel like the car's going anywhere. I didn't know or feel if it was actually that I should be in third gear. Don't know. But if it's not a lot to improve, I'm losing a tenth out of each corner is what what is being suggested, purely because I'm wheel spinning and I'm not using the right gear, or I'm not revving out correctly by short shifting. So if that's what we've got to do, that's what we've got to do. That's where the game's at. But if I can dip it into the 11s, I'll be happy. And saying that, that's where the difficulty is. So settings goes. We haven't lost many places since we got into the top 2,000. But settings wise, what are we on? Assist, traction controls off, ABS weak, and then we're not got them on. So okay. Okay, cheers, Sam. Understood. I need to get this going right. We're way down. And it's back bumper, for Christ's sake. Come on, move. My lord. Come on, boy. Jesus. That must have been wheel spin, because when the gear changed, it lost so much time when those wheels cut in, so that must have been. Holy shish kebab. Look at that. Oh, I just lost a little. Absolutely smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. That little bit of advice about wheel spinning and changing up at the right change point, and just allowed me to adjust what I was doing, just that fraction, just to know that that's where the loss was, because I couldn't feel it. Cheers, Sam. I couldn't feel it. I didn't know that's where I was losing time. That's just how it feels. Maybe that's where I've got to get the detail in the wheel. Maybe that's one of the settings that I haven't quite got right, is just the detail feel in the feedback. Oh wow, that's a good shoot up the board. That'll see me somewhere on my friends list. We need to I probably changed down to third a little bit too early into this final corner and lost myself a 10th. Knowledge is very much power. Yeah, well done, Sam. Thanks for sharing. It's there's a bit more to that phrase, knowledge is power. Knowing when to apply the power is the knowledge bit, isn't it? Knowing when to do stuff and when not to do stuff, that is the power. It's thank you, Olive. I just felt that coming though, just those first couple of laps, the 12.100, the 12.112, the 12.032, something was happening. I could feel it. I could just starting to gain on the Ghost, just starting to find the time, and I was losing it just in the last sector. But I managed to get the momentum. Turn 1, turn 2, underneath the bridge. They really did work. So let's have a quick dive out. It was changing though. The 16-inch wheel is where it's at, or the one up from the standard, whatever that is. Let's save that replay. We're almost 578th. Oh, we're getting there again, aren't we? That's good to know. 8th, just behind NW. Wowzers. Neil should be feeling the pressure. Me feeling his collar. I'm only 0.3 of a second down. Wow. Let's just go onto my web page. Oh, we've got adverts now. We don't really want adverts. Adverts isn't good. We can skip those now. And go down. We got 20 likes. Holy shish kebab. How did we do that? Thank you very much, gents. That's really appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, we're doing okay. 8th. Nathan, not be better. Oh, it's It gets competitive, doesn't it? It really does. It's... Well, I'm only 0.35 off... 0.33 off the top times now. And that feels good. When you get in there, that feels good. 0.33 away from that, but then you go to the global time. Oh my. Look at that. But he's not there, is he? Our fast friend is not there. Tap AI is though, look. That's not the Tap AI off the races. There's no big boys in there. Where's the first of the big guys? I'm not seeing any of the big fellas. There's Tidgney, he's at 44. So Tidge has got a 1:11.229. That's quick, isn't it? Scott Flag. I'm not seeing any, but yeah, we're on the 6th page, which is... Oh yeah, I like that. Page 6. Sore shoulder. Let's see if we can just have another challenge. We've got the 2 good ghosties again. That was all wheel spin. Really leaving that gear change really late, and it feels like the wrong time to change up going into that corner. A 1:11.679. I was close to giving up 10 minutes ago, you know, when I asked people for some help and Sam came back. If there wasn't any help there, I was gonna go off and do the daily races. The daily races, the weeklies, get them finished off. But thank God for Sam saying something. All I can guess is that people were looking at what I was kind of doing, and they were thinking, yeah, he's as fast as I can be, he's alright. That helped. Do a bit more Nürburg. You know, it's tempting. I did think about it earlier and think, if I can get this one fairly in the bag, it's probably worth a couple of laps round to see if I can just get within a second of my time and just creep up that little bit further. But I know that's a real passion killer, that race. It really is. I could get into there and be on that till 2 o'clock in the morning. I know I could. And I really can't do that this week because of my job. Into the 11s again. $7.30s. Yeah, as said that. The other thing I did yesterday with Jill, having a day off, was watch the entirety of Clarkson Farm 3, Series 3 in one day, 8 episodes. We watched it all whilst doing bits and pieces, whilst being busy. And just so people know, the ticket thing has started. I've started filling out all the raffle tickets. We have a red bucket. Yeah, we have a red bucket filled. It started to be filled with raffle tickets. So anybody that's put their name on their donation to Make-A-Wish has now got a raffle ticket in the bin, ready. Hey Dorian, welcome. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciated. Yeah, Clarkson Farm really got me. It was it hooked my attention because Jeremy's a watchable guy, and he's a bit of a knob, but he's very watchable. He's not daft by any means, but you know, some of his harebrained schemes seem to have worked. You know, it's tremendous thing that he does. Tremendous. I mean, you've got a group of people there that live in a village. They're obviously wealthy, all of them. You know, and they don't want it messed with, and I can see their point of view, but to then, I don't know how much money they spent on lawyers and legal teams, etc., but it seems wholly unrealistic for what they're doing. But it was a great series. Great series, I really enjoyed that. Right, I'm thrashing a bit again. I'm back into the 12s to get back onto concentrating on what we're doing right. I think I was revving out just a little bit too much, and then braking a little bit too late. Well, it must be decent, mustn't it, for the series? It must be good. And I know he's doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when he was doing the filming, and he was also doing Grand Tour. So he was on 3 salaries, wasn't he, really? ITV, isn't it, that do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and Grand Tour was again Amazon, so he's got double salary from Amazon. It's decent. I mean, you can't. Some of the things were unbudgeted, surely, that he does. Some of the things that, you know, a Lambo SV, did he just rent it? Does he own that Lambo SV to go to that awards? I don't know. He rented that helicopter, didn't he, to give Caleb his birthday ride. And I was really happy to see him take Lisa to see Pepper. I genuinely thought they'd be having peppered steaks. And but obviously Pepper became a mama, and that was great to see. I couldn't believe he went for goats. But if goats eat anything, then, well, any goats will eat something except the ones he bought. How they can eat brambles, I don't know. When he got that bramble machine and was attempting to pick the brambles down the wall, I was cringing for him because that was ridiculous. That's so slow, 12.240. Come on, you're thrashing now. think we all got to like Gerald. Still can't understand a word he says, but yeah, some great characters. Really well done. You can see the similarity in how it was filmed to Top Gear and Grand Tour. You can see all that. You can see that it had those elements in it. A little bit of a competition. There's always a competition, isn't there, between blokes? Nah, we don't. We have a leaderboard. We gained a shed load of time coming out of there, then we lost it and went red. Am I at the end? Am I hit? I don't think I can say that. I don't think I'm at the end. I think we're just at the point of experimenting still, just to try and find that time. But I'm really happy with that. A 1:11.679. It's in the top 10. I wonder what... No, I could probably switch over to the other account, couldn't I? And just make sure that that can go online and set up a lobby and stuff, or join the lobby. I think that's for just after we finish the stream. Right, let's concentrate. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can get this thing to the next level. Come on. I felt I got the entry to turn 1 really right then. I got the exit to turn 1 really wrong. I've just got that exit wrong as well. Just went too tight. You've got to run around the middle of that corner. It's quite banked, and if you can get into the middle of it, you sort of get to the groove like you have at Watkins Glen. When you get in that groove, you can run it out the corner with a little bit more speed and a little bit more power than you can normally. I let the car slide far too much then. I missed the braking point. Oh, that was a proper Civic. Rev out and gear change that. It sounded so boosted, boys. It was untrue. I had to lift the throttle there to bring the car back into the corner. Missed the gear change by a fraction of a second then. This will be a 12 again, which will be a shame. We lost 2/10 turning in then. That was a real shocker. We must have delayed the entry just too long to get the car to come into the corner. That's a shame we let that go at the end as well. We just missed the turning point at the apex for that corner. We lost the speed down the straight, didn't we? Yeah, you've got to let it bounce off the rev limiter. It's got to be bouncing, hasn't it? It's a Civic gear change. It certainly is. Sorry if I've gone really quiet, folks. I'm really head down and concentrating and really trying to hit the numbers. This won't be anything much unless I can really nail this final corner. We just lost that coming out of that corner there. It's just listening to that first rev. Where it kicks that first rev, that's when the gear change has got to happen, it seems. There it is, we nailed that this time. There it is. 10th down. Short shift. That was the bad thing to do there. That's this lap blown because I've lost 2/10 to that. See that ghost accelerating there? That's tremendous. And which ghost is it that makes it across the line first? Does this ghost overtake that one in front? I don't think it does it? This should be a good entrance to the lap. Should be blue, definitely on time. That's a shame, we were well up. We lost it because we changed up too early. We've got to hear that Civic. What's it called at the top of the Civic rev range? What's it called? Where the double overhead cam comes in. VTEC. When you hear that VTEC, well, it's not VTEC, is it? People call it VTEC, but it isn't. It's actually where you blow in the valves through the top of the engine cover. That's what you're actually doing. You're going to pop the valves out the top. Poor little valves are going through a little bit of emotional disturbance as you popping it through. Look how much time that's up there. That's ridiculous. A little bit of an early change just cost us that. We've got to wait for that pop of the valves just bouncing off the rev limiter. That's what we've got to wait for to change gear. To 11:30. Right, as it's 11:30, and I think I'm there. I think that's my maximum. I've tried and tried and tried, and I've pushed and pushed. I'm a little bit goosed. It's Sunday night. It's the start of a new month, isn't it? I don't think we've done too bad there. I think that's all right. I think we can go to work Monday morning really quite happy bunny. 579th. There was no faster lap in there. Ranking board. We're 8th, 0.33 away from the top of the list. I think that's all right. I think we've done good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I guess the other people are thrashing the Nürburgring. Let's see. Yeah, that's the Nürburgring. We weren't supposed to do that. We were supposed to look at the list, see who's where. we're still 2,299th. That's pretty impressive. We're 11th. Sam's there. I don't think Nathan's going to get Sam's time. I'm 6-7 seconds behind Sam. Az is 2 seconds ahead of me. And that's a damn good, decent time, Az. Damn decent. Proper respectable. That's not bad at all. I'm just behind Neil again. Look at that. That's saying something, though. Neil's a very fast driver. Very fast driver. So, we're going to quickly spin off these tickets. I'm dying in the heat. And we will spin these tickets off. Why not? Why not? There's 10 people watching. We might as well do them. It's a great little car, that. Great little skin. Thank you, JB. Look at that. It looks like a proper 80s mobile, doesn't it? Digital radio, 6 channels, little LCD screen. Yeah, that's proper top stuff. Right. We got 2.5 million last time we did this. 2.5 million credits we got. This could push us all the way to nearly 40 million. If anybody's interested. Is anybody interested in what we get? Is anybody interested in having a gamble? Or am I just pressing the buttons? What do we think? Can we pull out some conversation at the end of the day? It looks like I've just got those subscriptions as well that I've been waiting for to take us to 3,300. He says. There we go, 3,300. Some people are just searching for the Lego Majore. Which ones? People are struggling with license test A10. Wow. Somebody's also done the K-Swap Human Comedy Auto Polish. Oh, well done. Somebody's also spotted that there's some change in the PP at Auto Polish, which is great. I wonder. Oh, we need to come out of this. We need to come out of this. We need to go and just do a double check of something. Garage change car. There's been a PP change. Change car. Car type. K car. Cappuccino 403. That's the one. $40328 is still there. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? There isn't a change in PP on this bad boy. No. Oh dear. Such a shocker. No. Not good. Well, unlucky. But no, that's great to know. Yeah, 3,300 happy days. Still a minor minnow compared to the likes of the Super GT and that, but hey, that's the way it is. Right, going to spin these tickets off, folks. See what we get. Anybody in for a gamble? Going to talk it through. We normally get some interaction. Don't forget, the more interaction you give now, there's a chance when we give these 10 memberships away, which we're going to do during the Le Mans race. We're going to give those memberships away, all 10 of them. The more you interact with the channel, whether that's watch videos, comment on the videos, click likes, do thumbs up, come in here and chat, the more chance you have of winning those memberships. So, if nobody's bothered, I'm just going to spin them. It'll take me 28 minutes to do it. No, it won't. We didn't get the lowest. It was the second to lowest. It's still $5,000, but hey, we got 500,000 off a 3-star last week. That was the only 3-star I've got this week. So the more interaction we get, folks, the more chance you've got of winning a membership. Oh, that was so close. So close. That should be 30k, shouldn't it? It's 10. Oh, gutted. 37 million's pretty good, though. 4-star. I still think the best way to do these is to save them to the end of the week. Do not give me that ticket. As somebody was just saying tonight, how they've been waiting for the tickets. Thank you, Zion. Appreciate it, my friend. They're there for everybody. As far as I know, they all still pretty good. Some of the license tests we've got a few issues with times because they've changed them. But 30k, 10k did we get? And thanks for dropping in on the live stream. It's appreciated. And thank you also for saying hello. So, just so you know what's coming up this week, we have one more video for the Le Mans series. That's just being made now. You've got 3 more being uploaded. So you've got videos for tomorrow night and Wednesday night. And then this one is going to go live Saturday night when I'm not streaming. So you've acquired a tuning part. Lexus RCF 14. It's an S part. That's not too bad, is it? S parts. We've got some ticket parts anyway. 5-star ticket, here we go. Let's hope this is some good money. Got to be 500k, ain't it? 5-star ticket. 100 grand. Well, we haven't won any cars tonight. But we will just quickly nip off and do... These are all 6-star tickets then. I've got 2 6-star parts tickets. Let's give this a spin and see what we can get. I'll take the Conrod, the drive shaft. That'll do. Normally use the drive shafts. They're worthwhile. They're not a massive amount of buck though, but 6-star ticket for 8 grand. I mean, that's a kick in the swellers, isn't it? Don't really need that. Another parts ticket. Let's see what we get. Don't be brake balance, for God's sake. There's a computer there. We always do the computer. Turbo kit. What's that going to be for? Ultra high RPM for the Bugatti Veyron. 42 grand. No. Not really worth it. Engine ticket. Now this could be interesting. This could deliver something we haven't had before. And it could be worth quite a bit of buck. They all look like Nissan engines to me. It's a Nissan RCP 92 for 1.1 million. That's worth it. That's a decent engine. That goes in all your Nissan GTRs. The Alfa Romeo GR4, I haven't, sir. Would you like me to do it? Because I have got room. If you want me to take the Alfa GR4, I will. I was looking at it the other day thinking, should I take that? I will. I'll do that for you, Olive. Not a problem. I'll make an extra video. That'll be done tomorrow night, and that will go live Friday. On a day that I'm not streaming. That will go live Friday. Happy days. Last ticket for a car. Shall we see what we win? That was a decent engine to get that. That was decent. 1.1 million. It'll be definitely an engine I do use. Oh, it's all VGTs. Can we have the FAP? No, we're going to get another F1 car. That's alright. Super Formula. Look at that. That's worth $1 million or so, isn't it? We could go sell that. I actually like the skin. The Deloitte skin. It's quite nice. Midships. Okay. That's the end of tickets. Tickets are all gone. Let's go and sell that bad boy and let's go and do a daily race to finish the day off nicely. And then it's time to go to bed and cool down because it is so hot. valuation. There we go. What is the most expensive car at the minute? The 917K. Oh, that's interesting. I don't own them all at the minute, though, do I? Let's see where the super formulas are. Where are they? They're not in the million bracket. They are for million, 500K. What I have noticed is the sharp rise in prices of some cars. Ooh, it's that, the Alpha 155. Ooh. I don't know if I've done that around Le Mans, you know. I don't know if I have. I haven't done the other Alpha either, and I've got room for doing that as well. Let me just Google, let me just double check. Alpha. I've spelled it the wrong way around. I haven't, my friend. I haven't done that one. Let me just see if I've spelt it the wrong way. There's an interesting thing. I haven't done either of the Alphas. My friend, there's 2 videos coming. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? There's extra stuff. That's great. I've got room to do that. That's brilliant. Where are we? There they are. Why is that one worth more? Oh, that's good to win the one that's worth more. Well, the Super Formula there is 390. Are we going to sell the one? No, we're going to sell this one. Price has dropped off. Look. Happy days. Well, I'm sure I've used it. I just not videoed it. So that'd be interesting, won't it? There's 2 Alphas to use, isn't there? If we go to GR3, then manufacturer. See if we can. We go GR3 and then sort by brand, manufacturer. We've got that one. And where's... Now there's a silly question. It's GR4, isn't it? Oh, that would be interesting. They're there. Yeah, there's a GR4. Yeah, let's do them anyway. Let's introduce them to the race. I just need to take a very quick gentleman break, chaps. I'll be back in a second. We are back. So yeah, we're going to use both Alphas. We'll use the 4C and the 155. Not a problem. there'd be 2 good cars to add to it, and I did tell people in the last video I've just launched that there'd be 2 more, but we could push that back, I guess. We could push that back to Saturday. That might be good. Let's knock some of these races off in the last 20 minutes. Have you used the Greedy Fugu Zid or the Skyline Hardtop 2000 for Le Mans? Engine swapped, of course. I've not used either. Now, and saying that, I haven't used either because I haven't really done a series for that kind of car yet. The interesting thing... Yeah, but did you know 4 of the cars, you can't do them the 700 pp race, Mr. Adventurer, because those 4 LMP cars won't go down below 700, or they won't go down to 700 without using wets or intermediates, which is an absolute shocker. So I've just done that series of, well, I'm just doing that one because we're using the LMP1 cars at Le Mans for the big race. So what car are we going to use? Oh, I've already chosen the car. 400 pp. What was the guidance here? 450 challenge. I think we've got 403. I still think it'll win. Should we give it a whirl? See what we can do. See if we can win it with the 400 pp car. Maybe not. Brake balance all the way to the rear. No. We've run out of gear. This is a big ask. This is my setup potentially for the auto polish race. We only have to come 3rd, don't we? So we might lose out on the straight. We might lose out big time. But let's see what we can do with this little just over 400 pp monster. There are some really good cars, I'm afraid, in that LMP1 bracket, and they are great. I'm not going to spoil the video for some people, but I think probably the better cars are some of the GR2, the classic ones. In feel, in sort of the way they run the circuit, the way they go, it's... Oh yeah, see that? We've only got 2 laps to do this, and Mr. Santana there might have the edge because we're topped out at 107. We're just going to... big time drop down. I'm going to see if I can get a bump shaft here off the Supra. He's going to try and give me a bump. Was that an RX-7 Mr. Sato's driving? We might struggle to get to the end here. We might have to do a bit of blocking. We get another bump draft enforced. He's going to try again. He's going to try. That's a Sylvia, is it? It is. It's a 180 SX. Okay. We've got juice to get to 3rd. I think we're going to struggle. Yeah, the 30's good as well. Rear wheel drive car doesn't have a lot in the way of the battery powered thing. Yeah, probably should have used the Skyline. I'm not going to get to 3rd in this thing. I'm going to have to do the jump on one of these boys and have them push me to the line. Oh, we've blown that, haven't we? Okay. We've got to run the tactic game here. We're going to have to get them to come in, and there's no nitrous. I haven't got nitrous, have I? Well, that was handbrake. No. Right, will we get to the start-finish line before they come past us? Or Oh, this is going to be close. I'm going to have to line them up for a bit of... Now we've made it. Oh, thank God for that. There we go. Easy money. Car by default. Not to worry. 12 minutes to get to the end. Happy days. What's race number 3? We've already done... I think we've done 1, 2. We've got race 3 and 4 to go. One was at the Nürburgring, I think. The Red Bull Ring. That one. Oh, the new Volvo. Okay, we'll use that. I've not modded it at all. It's standard. Do you think it needs to be modified, or do you think it'll work standard? Totally default, out of the park. Is it the little track? It's the big track. Oh, that's going to be more than 12 minutes. I haven't given it any souping up. It is exactly as it came in the tin. I think we're going to struggle. I think we needed to give it some more. We only have to make 9 places, don't we? Just have to overtake one car a corner. Volvo needs to be upgraded a bit. Yeah, it feels like it. Feels like it did. Brake on the 100. Let's go and do that. So what's the guidance? What does it say we need to be at? Let's see what it says. Third place or higher? None. One make. No PP limit at all. Mechanical damage, non-shortcut, so it needs bops off. So really, we just need a tiny little bit of and it will be enough. What should we give it then? What should we give it? What do we think it needs? It needs to be a bit quicker. So if we give it the fully customizable computer, then should we say 500 pp? 500 pp. It's rear-wheel drive, isn't it? Let's give it that. Fully race manual gearbox. That drops pp. Bigger brakes. That'll do. 51. Bigger brake pads. Happy days. Brake balance controller. That'll be good. That makes it a race car. Fully customizable suspension isn't always the thing. Doesn't need anti-lag. We'll give it height adjustable suspension. No, we won't. We'll give it the full race suspension. Sod it. I don't think it needs 500p. Only 258 pp. What tyres is it on? Should we just go to the soft tyres of its current type? Comfort softs. No, we'll go sport softs. Oh, that made it 5. Oh my God, that made it quite hard, didn't it? Comfort soft, sports hard, sports mediums. 506 sports hards. 490. Sports mediums, I'll do it. Bore up. Yeah, bore up will be there. But we're at the PP now. So we're good. We're good. We're good. Oh, come on. Yeah, don't need this knowledge. Got this knowledge. Just finish. God, for flip's sake. There we go. Let's put the soft tyres. We don't put the soft tyres. Put medium tyres on. Medium tyres. And then that should be enough. Sports hard, sports medium. There we go. 506. That should be enough, shouldn't it? Should be. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. To midnight. That sounds like a bit of a rock thong. It's there, isn't it? No, I didn't want that. Got some races to do. Because they've added races. Happy days. Yeah, referring back to Zion's question about the Greedy Fugu and the Skyline Hardtop, I need to do a bit of a Japanese sort of classic series for grinding, maybe at Tokyo, seeing if we can get those cars hustling around that Tokyo track and, you know, give it that sort of the old Skyline kind of feel to the race. Try and keep them to the 600 pp and see if they're going to make good grind cars. Oh, he's got wide arch kit on, hasn't he? We didn't 555 the rear diff. Yeah, I didn't want to go for the bore up right now, but it's a good choice, Mr. Adventurer. It is always a good one. It gives you plenty of torque, doesn't it? On the 100. They've all wide arched their V40s, aren't they? Shame it's the 4-door and not the C33 door. What engine swap this is going to get. Wonder what engine swap it has got. Or brake balance, we'll have some of that. Really sound like it's full of power, but it's alright. See if we can get this onto the grass and the curb. There we go, around the outside, Slim Shady, everyone's a winner, thank you very much. It turns in beautifully. I don't think we'd have been this far. You can never have enough PPs to the Vicar to the Man. Absolutely. Oh, we've run that wild. I think we're going to get a penalty for that. Not to worry. We'll just cut back a little bit. AlphaTauri.com fashion. Lovely. Oh, we've got a matte V40 in front. There's a matte black. With a wang. It's not a wang, it's just a little thing on the top of the roof. Across his nose, yeah. Here's one of those V40s that he didn't spend it on any mods exterior wise, he spent it all on the engine. He's absolutely chugging down that straight, I can't catch him. But then he brakes hard on the apex because he's got no handling mods. It's all power. We've got a bit more. Oh, he's giving it up. He can't put his toe down round the corner. Unlucky. Cross the arms a bit there. Gene Simmons up ahead from Kiss. It's Kiss guy. He's got for the wing. He's gone for downforce. He's got the grip, hasn't he? What wheels has he got on? I didn't put any aero on, did I? Just kept it 100% standard. Only engine. He's got a matte colour as well, hasn't he? Look. There's no gloss on there, it's a very silk colour. He's gone for the black bonnet. A classic look. I didn't go for aero. Aero Rocher. No, not a chance. 4 minutes. 2 laps to do then. Laps 3 and 4. Way out in front. Yeah, 52. Let's see if we can do this one without transgressing to the left of that yellow line. There we go, beautiful. Don't want to be straddling the sausage today, do we? Still looking for a logo for Straddle the Sausage, folks. Still looking for one. Good night, Olive. You take care. I know it's midnight. It's fast approaching. Thank you very much for your support, sir. It's appreciated, and have a good week. We'll see you, well, next time. turning faster laps. There's no fuel usage or anything, so it feels really grippy on these tyres as well. It's not got a problem with this car at all. It's well planted. As he said, as it aims to miss that apex because I was in the wrong gear. Here we go. Charging down the straight for one more lap. Second up, we can do better than that. We can beat that on this last lap. Certainly can. Straddle the sausage. See what the timing's like on the first sector timing. See if we can go purple. Have they changed the banners? The banners look to have changed to me. I'd not seen a tomato above the other banner. I'd also like to play golf on this golf course here. Drives really well considering we've got the counter steer on, so that's helping us massively. We missed that apex, but get the power in. We've got another timing zone just down here, see if we're still up. Get another fastest lap in, come on. And then it's midnight. And we're going to call it a day, folks, as we cross the line. We've got one more race to do, but we'll do that at our leisure. Have a great week, folks. Enjoy it. We're going to get stuck into the Le Mans races this week, and we're going to start to have some fun before the final fanfare, before the big race. And we'll see where we go. But please all do have a terrific week, and we'll see you for the next live stream when that happens. Yeah, I've probably got one. We could have a look. We could have a look. But 284 miles we've done today. That's a fair whack, isn't it? A fair whack. Yes, folks. One race to go, and that is, let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. That's the Clubman 600 at the Nordschleife. Is that one lap? It's 2 laps of the Nordschleife, so that's 15 minutes. It's too much for tonight. But it's any road car, so Porsche, Alfa Giulia, oh yeah, Audi TT would be good for that, I think, 4-wheel drive. Yes, folks, have a great one. We'll see you on the next one. All the best, take care. Enjoy.